Back to another video, and in today's video, we are going to be doing some super cool stuff with our Adventure Force Villainator. Villainator, I'm not even gonna go over the Villainator because if you're watching this video, you should have some sort of experience in modding and some sort of experience with this specific blaster. Okay, mine is, I wouldn't say modded, but like tuned in a way. I have the Spectrum buttstock on the back, the little part. I'm not sure what this is actually called, but it looks cool, and it's better than just having this. And I want some mobility with this thing. I want to be able to strafe and move around corners pretty fast with this thing. So yeah, I have some paint. I got some gold paint on the front. I got some on the trigger. I got some on the sight, and I got some on the drummy drum. I have a full video on painting this thing, actually. If you want to check that out, I think it was about 2 months ago. I made the videos on this thing. I'm not too sure, but I do have them. Oh crap, I do have them on my channel. If you want to go watch those videos. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get back into it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take apart your Villainator. Now, you have some experience in modding, most likely, so you want to get yourself a handheld screwdriver. You want to go ahead and get a Phillips head. Looks, you know the one with like the four. This is darn near impossible, dude. What in the heck? Well, yeah, Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, the Phillips screwdriver. And then we're gonna show you how to shoot some short darts and a lot of cool stuff. So, you can start. I want to say it's best to take off the stock. You want to go ahead and take off the stock. You're not going to need it. And start with the foregrip. And then go from the front, unscrew the front to start unscrewing the back. I found that the most safest way to disassemble the Adventure Force Villainator. And keep all your screws in a very nice little pouch. Something like this. Like, I put all my screws in here. So, yeah, I'll resume the video once I have the Villainator open. Peace. By the way, there is going to be 2 pins on the foregrip. These 2, I think, metal pins. Once you take it apart, there will be these 2 pins, just 2 pins, that will help the blaster prime. You're going to need these. Please keep these in here. You will not be able to use the blaster. It will not function without these 2 pieces, unless you are a complete goddess and you can somehow just take a screwdriver and prime it like that. But yeah, this is the priming rod, by the way. I just want to tell you that real quick before, you know, we resume the video. And I think there's one clip in the back here. You just simply unclip this, or you could just completely remove it with a like pair of scissors or something. You can just chop it right off if you want. Not my problem or nothing like that. So okay, once it's open, go ahead, take out the barrel. You have experience modding this, most likely. This is the barrel. Mine's painted like brass, because it has to go with that gold theme. The whole inside's gold. If it was orange, it just would not look right. But it still looks like a toy nonetheless. And it's a little bit transparent, too. You can actually see through this. Almost as if it's transparent plastic. Transparent plastic. Oh, you know what would be super cool? This is a small bit off topic, but I just want to say something, okay? Dark zone, bro. If you have the intentions on making a line that you want to make the most profit off of, my boys, make blasters clear. That will always get you the sales. I'm telling you, make your blasters clear, bro. If you like take the freaking Nexus Pro and you like just put a complete like clear plastic just like this on the Nexus Pro, dude, I'm telling you, I'd even buy one. Put a worker metal kit in that thing. You know how cool that'd be? Dark Zone. You gotta get on that. That'd be super cool. Nerf has already did something like that, but I feel like your products are secretly a little small bit better than your standard Nerf blaster. But anyways, enough hating on other companies and loving on some others. you have experience modding this, so just take out the internals, okay? You already know what to do, most likely. At least I'm hoping you do, because if you don't, oh well. I got you, my G. Okay, so you're gonna have to take apart this entire priming bar system. It's a whole green system, like you can't miss it. It's a literal whole green system. I don't know you could miss it if you tried. Maybe if you tried super hard, you could probably miss it. If you like, just, I don't know. Shoot. Anyways, oh yeah, because you have to remove this one piece right here. Yeah, you have to unscrew this one black piece, and then you have access to the internals. Okay, this piece right here. Take this piece out, and then you can lift it. Okay, there you go. Okay, straight to the point, and nothing funny business. You want to take out your plunger tube. Now, as you can see, I had a piece of tape in there. Now, this is gonna get weird. Okay, so you have your spring here, your springy. You want to take this piece out too. If you want to, you can take these pieces out also, but I'm gonna leave them in there. What you want to do is you want to grab like maybe a flathead screwdriver, or you can keep your Phillips one, and then you want to just pry the O-ring out of, or you can just grab it. Grab the O-ring out of its O-ring rest. Okay, this is the O-ring. You want to grab it out of the rest, so it's not in the rest anymore. So it's completely gone. Okay. Okay, now you want to clean it off, okay? You want to clean it off a little bit, and also clean off the entire head if you can. If you have access to clean off. Okay. Now, what you want to do next is you want to go ahead and you want to go in your basement, right? Now, if you have Teflon tape or if you have standard electrical tape, go ahead and grab you some, and then grab a pair of scissors. Next, with your Teflon or electrical tape, go ahead and take a good chunk out of that, and then predict the size of the O-ring. Make a very, very good prediction, because if your prediction's wrong, oh well, you done screwed up. This is gonna take a second, my guys. Okay, so while we're all getting this tape situated, okay. Oh my gosh, a little bit longer. Okay, I got my piece of tape. Okay, so I'm gonna take that piece of tape, cut that off. Okay, let's see. Let's check this real quick. Okay, oh yeah, this is more than enough. Okay, we actually need to cut this down. You give me 1 second, guys. I can't pause it because I have to keep this on. Okay, now that you have your piece of tape, you want to go ahead and chop it down like so darn near small. This piece of tape will have to go inside of your O-ring rest. So just basically copy the size of your O-ring rest. You know where the O-ring sits, that's your O-ring rest. So you want to go ahead and cut a piece of tape down. Okay, so now that you have that piece of tape cut down to about the size of your O-ring rest, this one's a little bit wider by accident, but it's okay. You want to go ahead and put it in your O-ring rest. No duh, but yeah. You want to go ahead and put it in your O-ring rest. That piece of tape that you just cut, that should fit perfectly in there, and it should look like there's an O-ring in there once you put your piece of tape in, if you're using standard electrical tape. And you want to make sure it's down there. Like, you want to really make sure it's down there. And if you're really serious about this, you could get glue, but that would literally just worsen your blaster. It would make where the tape is much wider. So don't glue this. That's not going to do almost anything for you. Hold up. I'm having a little bit of troubles here. I'm trying to get this tape in. You might have a small bit of trouble, but it's alright. It's just a piece of tape. It's not the end of the world or nothing. Okay, now that's gonna look like an O-ring. Your O-ring's still here. So you want to go ahead, take your O-ring, and you want to go ahead, put it back around here. And now you should have a better seal with your O-ring against this kind of small plunger tube, actually. This plunger tube is not that big at all. But now you have a much better seal. A much better seal. That is a great seal without slowing down your blaster so much. So now if you have some silicone lubricant, you want to go ahead and take some silicone lubricant and you want to get a good chunk of that. Good little chunk. This is some silicone right here. Some silicone lubricant. You want to make sure that cap is tight, so you want to keep it as fresh as possible. This is silicone lubricant. Then you want to put some on the O-ring. And then you might want to put some on the front up here, just cause. And if you can, put some more right here once you're done on top of this. And then just insert it back in here and do a little bit of this action. Then it should. Okay, boom. And then once you have a super smooth plunger, like you feel like your plunger is solid, you want to just cut out these safety pieces. You don't necessarily need that, but it is going to get you a teeny tiny bit better airflow for your dart. So you can't cut that out just like I did. But make sure to keep the cushioning piece in. That's what's going to actually give you that power, is what's going to give you that, you know, that pop, that momentum, that seal, you know, all that good stuff. So once you have your plunger tube fixed, next is barely touching the surface of what this blaster can do. You want to go ahead, reassemble your internals. I'm not going to show you how to do that because you're probably very experienced with modding here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my internals back together, and then I'm going to show you what to do next to make this thing shoot god darn Adventure Force short darts. Okay, so while you're reassembling your Adventure Force Villainator, to allow this thing to shoot Adventure Force short darts, you will have to remove some things. So, in your Adventure Force Villainator, around the middle, where the drum sits, right? This is the drum. This is the front. This is the back. There will be these flags. Now, I think there's 2 flags. With those flags, the little sensor pieces, you want to go ahead and just take them out. They're completely useless. They're stopping you from shooting any other thing out this thing. So they're stopping you from shooting different types of ammo. So take those out, and it should look a little something like this. If you can zoom in, you want to zoom in right here. It should only be this one orange piece. That should be it. And your internals should be back together just fine. Okay. Next, you want to put this piece back in. Now, to put this piece back in, it's actually pretty freaking simple. This piece right here goes right. Well, actually, first of all, this white lip, should be facing the right side, and then you will put that right behind your spring rest. So right behind your spring rest is where you will put the white piece, and that should sit in there just fine. Right behind the spring rest white piece facing this way. And you want to make sure you can pull your trigger. You want to press that white piece down and see if you can pull your trigger. And if you can pull your trigger and it makes that clicky noise, that means you've reassembled your blaster surely. And make sure this piece goes in the back. It will actually float itself in the back. So that's pretty good. Next is, I think that's it. I mean, you're now able to shoot short darts. You got a little bit better seal, so you're getting a small bit more power. And when you're shooting short darts, you're gaining FPS, so you're gaining about 10 FPS. And some accuracy, and some range, and some power. So you're gaining power, range, and accuracy. So that's a pretty solid mod. And as far as reassembling goes, just slap the top back on. And one thing I do want to go over, if you're maybe a content creator out there or someone that is very involved in 3D printing, if you want sales, right? Okay. I ain't trying to be serious, no. I'm just saying. I'm gonna give y'all an idea, okay? If you want some sales, right? If you want a quick buck or two, you feel me? If you like down bad for money right now, right? Go ahead and make a magazine-fed version of the Villainator. Like, just a magazine kit. Like, you know, something that you could slide into the middle of the Villainator, making cheap magazines. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm totally down to buy that. I don't care how much it is. A freaking magazine-fed Villainator that could, like, shoot short arcs or something, bro. That'd be super darn cool. But I doubt anybody's gonna make that, so, you know. Just saying, if you have access to a 3D printer, man, I'm just saying, man, you can make a 3D printed kit. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm going to show you a small bit of firing footage because I have about 10 seconds left in this video. So, yeah, go ahead and reassemble it fully with the foregrip installed and your stock. Okay, I got like 10 seconds. Okay, so another thing is with short darts, you will have a guaranteed fit for every single dart. So far, we're gonna shoot some short darts. We got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got 2 full lengths. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Peace out.